Hello gamers, what is up? I am J104 and I have waited years to be able to say this. That being, I have played Hytale. For those of you who do not know what Hytale is, it is a Minecraft-esque game. See, that's the nice way of not calling games like that clones, I guess. Made by the owners of the Hypixel Minecraft server, Hypixel Studios. Hypixel, of course, being a server founded in 2013 for Minecraft Java Edition, because that was the only edition at the time, and since then has gone on to be the most successful Minecraft server of all time, with over 20 million unique connections as of 2020, along with an average of anywhere between 75,000 to 100,000 concurrent players, with an all-time top concurrent players of 2,116,000 people, all on for one event, that being the Technoblade Skyblock Mayor event, which, first of all, rest in peace Technoblade. Second of all, the best thing about Hypixel is it's how I originally found out about who would become one of my top 2 favourite Minecraft YouTubers. Also 2 of which have not done what every other Minecraft YouTuber does, so that's great. The other one are less to do with Hypixel, but also I have something to mention on them in this video. As Hytale is in early access, it launched January 13th, 4 days ago at the time of my speaking. Hopefully 5 at the time you're watching this, if you watch it the day I upload it and if I edit it and upload it in time. But for the first 3 days I was unable to connect to Hytale. And by unable to connect, I was able to log in, I was able to make my avatar character, which I'll get to in just a second. But I was unable to launch a game. This was apparently a known issue. Once again, early access, I wasn't complaining, it's just unfortunate, as I was unable to connect to my own world and I really wanted to play the game before watching any videos on it to experience myself. But then a YouTuber by the name of Ethos Lab uploaded a video on Hytale, and well, I'm what you may call an ETHO girl. I have not missed a single ETHO upload in years for the most part, and I try to watch most of them within a couple hours of them being uploaded. Unfortunately, however, this time round I was forced to wait, as I really wanted to play Hytale for myself before seeing it through someone else's eyes. But yesterday they fixed that little problem in a hotfix, and I have played about 5 hours of the game since then, which is a lot for me because I've been working both these days as well. But let's find out a little bit more about the, let's call it, tumultuous development path of Hytale. Hytale, which started development way back in 2015, a decade ago at this point, would be chugging along slowly under Hypixel Studios right up until 2020, COVID time, when the game was brought out by Riot Studios, the one and only. However, after years of development on the game, Riot were unhappy with the process the game has made in that time. So in 2020, they cancelled the Hytale game, leaving it in a ether of nothingness for a while. That is until November 2025, when Hypixel Studios were able to buy the rights for the game back, and also rehired all the developers that got cut during the game's cancellation over at Riot Games, which you just love to see. Then a couple months later, they released it in early access form, which I am able to play now. But that's enough about the history. Hytale, and more specifically Hypixel, have been a very big part of a lot of Minecraft players' lives. So what is Hytale? Obviously, as I mentioned before, it's a Minecraft-esque game, blocky, like Cube World, like Vintage Story, like all the other Minecraft-like games that have existed since Minecraft's popularity. However, of course, it does enough different to signify itself as something great. I don't think that's how you use the word signify. What word was I thinking of? I don't know, but that's okay. One thing it does different to Minecraft, which you may be upset about depending on how you like your games is there is no player skin upload feature like in Minecraft. However, they do have an avatar system which has a very robust amount of choices for you to make on your character. However, of course, you can only make the choices they have at the moment. I have heard words of mods for this in the future, but of course it's not the future now, and for the most part I like to talk about the game I played myself. And of course there are separate cosmetics locked behind different tiered prices, which is also a great thing about Hypixel, is it's the most popular Minecraft server, but it doesn't break the eel on pay to win, and at this point there is also no pay to win features in Hytale. But there are not many features, as when you go to create a world you'll be presented with 3 options, that of adventure, exploration and creative. The adventure game mode currently not available in early access. Then of course this game has a built-in mini games tab, which is obviously also unavailable at the time of recording, but I imagine will become a very large part of Hytale if Hypixel is sort of a basis for us to look at and go off. And from playing the game, I think parkour could be a very big part of it, as the mechanics for playing this game are very nice. They might take you a second to get used to, but there's a sprinting, as you would expect. There's a very cool mantle system, which allows you to jump 3 blocks instead of Minecraft's 1. And you can also jump 2 blocks of height without the assist of the mantle system as well. So obviously making itself different from Minecraft in that way as well, along with its large amount of mobs and combat, using a block parry sort of combat system, or more of a block combat system since there's not much parrying to be done. The game has a large selection of mobs for you to attack, if that's skeletons who can wield a bunch of different weapons, including ones that can use magic, along with goblins, swamp monsters, fire monsters, mobs of all different sizes and abilities to chop your head off. Of course, there isn't just the hostile mob, there are also friendly mobs, obviously your normal sheep, cows and all that, but there are also other there are also other characters around, especially in a separate realm/instant that you can go to, which is currently having a lot of segments in that instance blocked off due to the fact that they've just not been made yet. But there is a memory system which wants you to go around and collect all memories of mobs. Memories being just as you approach a mob of any kind, it will be recorded in your memory bank. Then you can return to this portal, go into the new instance and record your memories in a tablet. I don't know what the reward of this is in the long run, but you can tell that this is a game that is going to be bustling with lore. I don't think anyone's used the term bustling with lore before, but I think it's going to be accurate, as there's a bunch of hidden structures, destroyed structures, and there's clearly a lot of work that has gone into the overworld to have an ability to tell some sort of story in your journey throughout it. And the building in this game is done pretty well, unlike Minecraft where you can just build everything from a crafting table. There's a bunch of different workbenches which will allow you to achieve separate tasks. There's your normal workbench, there's a builder's workbench which will specifically get you a bunch of building-esque blocks to work with, if that's sloped roofs, windows, all of the sorts. Then you've got a forge for smelting down metals that you can find in your mining trips, which are very dangerous. And then there's also an armory, an anvil, a tanning rack for tanning levers, a campfire, a farmer's cart, an alchemy station, as there's potions and magic in the game as well. There's so much more that I've yet to experience, unfortunately. As I mentioned, only at this point sitting around 5 hours of gameplay, but trust me, that is going up rapidly. But unfortunately, at the current moment, I don't have much more to say on the game other than I like its building system quite a lot. The combat took a little bit of getting used to because it's different from Minecraft, and I sort of had the naive headspace of this just being a Minecraft clone, but then it is, but in terms of a good way, I mean clone in a bad way. It's not one of those like Cube World or whatever Minecraft for the Xbox before the official version was. So yes, I'm going to stop talking about Hytale now. Not because I don't have a lot more to say, because I could really go into the depths of everything I like, but I'm going to be 1000% honest with you guys right now. I want to go play some more Hytale. I'm very much enjoying this game, and it's been a while since I've enjoyed a game quite like this. But when I say it's been a while, I mean that previous Minecraft kick I went on at the start of September to December. I've actually kicked that. I've stopped playing that world for now, and I'm very happy with that. My productivity and everything else has gone up. I'm afraid my new addiction will become Hytale, and I'll just play hours and hours of that now, but that's okay. If you guys have played Hytale, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't even heard of Hytale and you think you want to check it out, I would highly recommend that. The best way I can describe it is if you've ever played Vintage Story, a game I've covered before on the channel. It's somewhere between Minecraft and Vintage Story in its sort of complexity. Although Minecraft can obviously be a very complex game. You've got people making computers inside of redstone. But of course, for the base experiences, it sits somewhere between those two games. But anyways, that has been enough from me. I have been J104. I highly recommend you check out Hytale, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Peace. I'm gonna go play some more Hytale.